If you don't want to be smart to the point where you're magnetic and people are in awe of how smart and knowledgeable you are, you can skip this video because I'm about to show you how to not only be really smart, but I'll also give you a bunch of tools at the end of this video on how you can actually become smarter in business, in your studies, in productivity and mindset, and also in your social life. And these tools are going to help you make more money, become more attractive and magnetic in social scenarios. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Saqib and I help young men become the most confident, successful, and attractive versions of themselves. I'm 22 years old and I'm just sharing the lessons that I learned so you can get respect from men and attraction from women. So if you want to become the most confident, successful, and attractive version of yourself, then scroll down and click on the subscribe button. With that being said, onto the advice. The first way to become smart as fuck is to start learning 1 hour every single day. Pick whatever topic interests you. Do you want to make money? Then read business books and watch YouTube videos. Do you want more friends? Again, read books and watch YouTube videos. Do you want to be more attractive? Again, read books and watch YouTube videos. And if you want all three of those, then make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. It takes around 20 hours to get really good at a skill. This means you're only 20 days away from becoming really smart in whatever area that you choose. Imagine 1 hour every day for an entire year. That's 365 hours. So if it only takes about 20 hours to get really good at one skill, imagine how many skills you can get good at in 365 hours. You can learn about business, you can learn about making money, you can learn about how to become more social, you can learn about how to be more attractive. You can have a bunch of skills and become really smart if you're just learning 1 hour every single day. And if you're like me and you want to take it a step further and be more extreme, start learning for 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day. The sky's the limit, but the more you learn, the smarter you become. So start learning for 1 hour every single day. Also make sure that whatever you're learning, you're actually implementing it in real life, because there's no point to just learning stuff and not actually using it in real life. And if you're about to tell me that you don't have 1 hour to learn every single day, I want you to take a look at your screen time. If your screen time is more than 1 hour, you have no excuses. That is not a valid excuse. If your screen time is like 4 hours on social media, then come on. You have time to learn 1 hour a day. So decrease your screen time and just start learning 1 hour a day. You're going to become smart as fuck. And on top of that, you're going to become more attractive. You're going to become more respectable. And you're just going to become more successful and more smart in whatever area you like. When I was around 18, 19, or 20, I was a professional envious person. I used to envy people for a living. I used to be very envious of people who seemed very magnetic and very social and the type of people who everyone else would surround them and just want to be with them. And I used to be super envious of that person. And I used to be in a corner by myself, desperately wishing that I was a part of the group. And you know what I did? I coped by telling myself that they were not going anywhere in life, that I was going to become more successful. But I was secretly wishing to be a part of that group. And not only that, I was actually really envious of people who were actually doing a side hustle and making money. And I kept telling myself that I could never do that. That's not me. I could never make money online. Like, I'm inferior to that person. I genuinely believed that. And I really thought that I was going to always be an envious person. But things started to change when I picked up a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Now, it wasn't really about the book. Like, sure, the book is great. But I was hooked into reading because when I read in school, I was getting validation from other people. Other people were calling me smart. Other people were calling me different in a good way. And the validation is the reason I kept reading. But what I didn't realize is by reading and learning, I was actually becoming the type of person who can actually start a side hustle. I was becoming the type of person who can actually become magnetic in social scenarios. And I did. Because recently I was talking to this friend of mine, and he told me that I was the type of person who can make friends with just about anyone. And I realized that I actually became that magnetic guy that I was envious of. And I also hopped on a call with another one of my friends and just basically gave him advice on some business stuff. And he said that the way I explained things made it so easy to understand that he can actually tell that I know what I'm talking about. And I realized that by learning, by making sure that I'm always reading, I actually became the type of person who can start a side hustle and make money. And I did. And to give you another example, I was talking to this random girl and we ended up having a 30-minute conversation. And she told me just how impressed she was by my ability to keep a conversation going. Because she said that most people are so boring, and the fact that I was different, I was actually able to hold a conversation, she admired that very much. And I realized just how much respect and attraction you get from other people just because you're smart. Because think about it, I'm not the most attractive guy in the room, but I learn every single day, and this has helped me become so much smarter to the point where I actually get respect from people. So you gotta start learning for at least 1 hour every single day, because it is going to give you the best return on your time investment. We've been led to believe that education only happens in school, but that's further away from the truth. The average person has not read a single book after graduating from school or university, and that is very sad. But that's also good news, because it means that if you're learning, you can put yourself ahead of 90% of the entire population. And it's just an easy way to make yourself stand out. You don't need formal education to be smart. Maybe you did 20 years ago, but there's resources online everywhere now. So use them. Read books, watch my videos, watch YouTube courses, do whatever it takes to learn every single day for at least 1 hour. Because you're going to eventually become the smartest person in the room, and that's going to help you get so much respect and attraction from people everywhere. Okay, at the beginning of this video, I promised you that I was going to give you a bunch of tools that was going to help you become smart as fuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you book recommendations for business, social life, mindset, and productivity. For business, if you're a beginner right now, you're going to read 4 books, and I have a list right here. So it's going to be Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is number 1. Number 2 will be the 4-Hour Work Week. Number 3 will be The Psychology of Selling, because it doesn't matter what business you're in, you need to get good at sales. And number 4 is going to be Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort. That again is another sales book. These are the books for you if you are a beginner in business right now. If you're an intermediate or advanced in business, I have a couple books for you. You're going to read $100 million Offers and $100 million Leads by Alex Hormozi. You're going to read Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Suby, and you're also going to read all of Russell Brunson's books. So I'm talking about Dot-Com Secrets, Expert Secrets, Traffic Secrets, whatever, all of those books by Russell Brunson, you're going to read every single one of them. For books about social life that will make you a human magnet and make you irresistible are How to Win Friends and Influence People. You've already seen this coming. You need to read this. If you have already read it, go and read it again. The second one is called The Like Switch. The third one is Influence, and the fourth one is called The Charisma Myth. Read these 4 books, and this will help you become a human magnet, and you're going to become irresistible in conversations. For books about productivity, you're going to read Eat That Frog, Atomic Habits, The War of Art, not the Art of War, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, and you're also going to read Deep Work by Cal Newport. These 4 books are going to make you supremely productive, and you're going to start doing all of your work, and you're going to crush your competition. And lastly, books about mindset. So you're going to read Can't Hurt Me and Never Finished by David Goggins, same author, you probably already know him. And you're also going to read Winning and another book called Relentless by the same author, and his name is Tim Grover. So before I let you go, if you want to become the most successful, attractive, confident, and smartest version of yourself, scroll down and click on the subscribe button, because I'm putting out a lot more videos just like this, and watching those is going to help you become more successful, confident, attractive, and smart. So again, scroll down and click on the subscribe button. With that being said, I will see you in the next one.